Welcome, everyone. This is going to be the first video of me actually being serious with my life on an artistic journey. Uh, yeah, I'm quite nervous looking at this. Oh my god, I'm cooked. But yeah, today we're going to be looking at Blender and modeling in Blender. I've been learning for a little over a month now. I haven't really made as much models or sculpts that I would have, as much sculpt as I would want, but I feel like I have done a fair bit amount that could warrant a video, because I did say one of the goals of the YouTube channel was to share the journey, my journey of, just creating and growing as an artist, but also particularly my journey towards hopefully getting into the industry someday. And I see a lot of people, they make videos now and they look so far away from everyone, and sometimes you might look to yourself, do I really have it in me to actually reach that level? But I mean, they all started somewhere. Some people do have like earlier videos of when they were coming up, some don't. So you might, because some people were already established before they maybe started sharing their work properly online. So, I just want to be like that channel that can show the progression of actually being like, I'm looking for a YouTube acceptable language, not so good, right? And then slowly getting there. So hopefully I don't give up on this, and yeah. So today we're looking at modeling. I don't. This is not a tutorial. I just started learning, so I'm not that good. But there are some things that I've learned, and I just want to kind of show the progress of models and sculpts I've made. I keep saying modeling, but it's mostly sculpting. I want to show progress of sculpts I've made, and basically, oh my god, did the eyes move? Forgive me. I want to show progress of sculpts I've made, and we'll see how it goes from there. I just want to start this without being lazy or thinking about gear or so much about presentation. Anyway, that's enough rambling. This was the first sculpt I made. This was after I watched a video from a YouTuber named Grant. I really don't remember his full name, so I'm just gonna put it up somewhere when I'm editing this. So I was learning sculpting, and the first thing I made was a goblin looking figure. I don't think it's terrible. I don't think it's terrible, but it's very, very, very rough. Let me just zoom in. I really, really, really struggled with this, especially the eyes. If you can see this, the eyes were really difficult for me to kind of work around, and the forms aren't well defined. The lips are a little bit flat if you come from this perspective, and the ears leaves a lot to be desired. But I do kind of like it. Whoa, that forehead is massive. Sheesh. I do kind of like it though, because I was able to get comfortable enough with the fundamental brushes. I wrote them down somewhere. I really can't remember now, but there are some brushes that are kind of very useful. So we have the grab brush, the draw brush, the, I think, crease brush. So that's three. Then maybe clay strips and some other brushes that I really can't remember. This is not a tutorial. Maybe someday when I'm really comfortable with all of this and of course Blender, I would show that. But yeah, this was the first thing I made, and honestly I really like it. It's not really that good, but I really like it. And I also did a little rendering for it. It wasn't that good too. That's if my laptop were able to do this in time. But I kind of rendered it. Oh, okay. Yeah. I was wondering where the colors went. Yeah, I did a little rendering for this. It was very, very simple. I think I tried using a tune shader. I might be wrong. Yeah, I did. Shader to RGB is kind of how most tune shaders start. So I tried doing that, and yeah, I think it was okay. Not so good, but for first sculpt, I think it's okay. And from there, I think I moved on to something else. So do not save. I don't really know why I went next. Yes, I think it was this. So yeah, this was the next thing I sculpted. I followed another tutorial from another YouTube video. Again, I really can't remember the name. I'll find it and put it up somewhere, editing things. But I really like this a lot because it was more appealing. You get, one of the 12 principles of animation is appeal. I hope I'm not wrong. um, Sometimes I'm scared of talking and saying things because I might be wrong. But I really like this. Yeah, one of the 12 principles of animation should be appeal. I digress again. This was a head tutorial because I didn't really like the goblin because it was kind of ugly or really ugly. So I wanted to do something more attractive and also learn more about, the face and facial structure towards human beings and not just creatures. So I kind of like this. I had a little workspace set up here, one looking at the side view, one looking at the front view, and then one general workspace, which was what the YouTuber did. So I just kind of followed her workflow, and I really enjoyed sculpting this. The tutorial was really easy to follow. It was just a very, very good tutorial to learn for sculpting. If you are a beginner and you want to be able to do this, this is a really good video you should watch. Again, I will link all of this. So yeah, I loved this. I really do not have much to say. Again, it's just 1 month, so I really can't say that, oh, I'm some good guy. But I think the only problem I have with this, maybe aside from the ears, might be the eyes. Now I'm looking at it. I don't know if I can do a better job now. Obviously, I don't want to be following tutorials because I want to be able to build that repertoire myself and have a strong grasp of the principles without having to like, oh, what did these do? Or what did she do? What did he do? What did they do? I just want to be able to, make it. So one of the ways is just kind of practicing yourself. I really liked how it turned out. It was a very good tutorial, and because of that, I feel like the sculpt came out proper. So let's look at the third one. I think I tried doing some other things. I'm not really sure what I did next. Uh, I have no idea what this is. I put everything in one folder. I think, yeah, this was another head. Was that? Oh, I was trying to sculpt Ang from the Avatar. Okay, that's very interesting. I don't know if I did a good job. This looks terrible. But I didn't follow a tutorial for this. Yeah, this doesn't look good. Let me hide the reference images real quick. Yeah, I don't know. This doesn't look like the avatar. This is not my avatar. But I think I abandoned this because I just ran out of steam and I felt like I hit my limits for what I could do on my own. So, well, he looks like an alien from like the front view. Like, jeez, that's terrible. So, yeah, this was one of the next things I did. Again, I didn't really sculpt a lot. You know, sometimes I might spend a couple of days on this because sometimes I get not sometimes, right? But laziness is real, brothers and sisters. Laziness is real. Um, I actually do hope to be more consistent with my practicing and also with YouTube. That's why I don't really want to overthink, oh, should I do this? Should I not do this? I just want to like, you know what, just hit record, make the video, put it out there, on to the next one. I don't think I gave up because I was tired. I think I gave up because I didn't like it or I didn't understand what I was doing. And I probably went to check the tutorial. But I will not give up on sculpting Ang. I will actually follow through. And maybe one day I'll put the video on it if I actually remember to record my process, which I always forget to do. So let's check the next one. I have a couple more here. I'm not really sure. This is a template. And yeah, I tried making a character after sculpting a couple of heads. I wanted to do, okay, I think this is the wrong one. Yeah, this is the wrong one. And that was something else. I didn't sculpt that per se. I didn't sculpt that. I just modeled it and it wasn't really that good. Yes, I tried sculpting a character that I drew. Again, hide the references. It wasn't done. It was kind of okay. I was trying to understand form, build up the human figure. It wasn't that good. But after this, I went to search for a couple of videos. Oh, actually, I was watching a video from a 3D creator. Sonny is online. He's quite popular, not super popular, but his videos are really good and get a lot of traction. And he was talking about his process of. I was watching a video on his process of getting the arcane style. That painterly look. And in the section of the video where he was talking about sculpting the human figure, he recommended this YouTube channel, which I will now be recommending. I wanted to say title. His name is Dico, again linked, and I decided to follow the tutorial. And I didn't follow it one for one. I decided to use it to sculpt a different character I was more interested in, and that's how we have this. This is a character, Fang. Okay, I'll leave the reference on a bit, and then I'll turn it off now so that I can talk about it. But I modeled this after that initial human figure model I made. And again, I know it's not finished. I still have to texture, but for the most part, right, I try. Oh yeah, and clothes as well. We'll figure it out. But for the most part, I followed the tutorial and I was able to get this. And I worked on this for a fair bit of time, a little too much time, if I should say, because I'm not yet done. And I should be done by now, but like, I haven't really done any sculpting in about a week or two, which is terrible if you're trying to learn something new. But yeah, it happens like that. But the tutorial is really good. He was sculpting a lady, and following the principles, you will be able to sculpt any character that has similar human proportions. I can't really say for creatures, but human proportions, you should be able to do it. So I followed a couple of tutorials for the body, and for the hair, I think I watched random tutorials. I really can't remember which specific ones, but I was able to watch and figure something out and just play with it and use the little modeling experience I have to like do other things. The cap, I watched the video on modeling that, and even then I'm not really satisfied with this, but I am not going back to change it. Maybe in a year when I've practiced properly and improved a lot, I would come back to this specific character because I really like this. This is the first sculpt I made that I can say I genuinely like this. I liked the figure with the head of the lady, but this one was really, really good. Again, I can't really see the timeline for all of this, but it all started within May, like maybe the third week, and all the way through June. And now we're in July. Even though I know towards the end of June I didn't do anything. The whole of this week, today should be a Sunday, I didn't do anything. So yeah, my bad. I haven't done any 3D sculpting in like 2 weeks. So yeah, it's still 1 month worth of progress. And I'm pretty sure I've forgotten some things, but I really do love this. And honestly, I think the only thing I have issues with right now is the hands. I just can't figure it out for the life of me. But I'm not trying to be so perfect. If it works, it works. We'll figure it out along the line. But I think I'm quite satisfied with how the form is. Hopefully I can texture this properly. That's another kind of worms. Maybe I'll do man versus texturing next because this is man versus sculpting. But yeah, this is the progress for about a month worth of sculpting. Again, the output is slow. Some of these things take time, coupled with human laziness. Yeah, I have no excuses. I can be more intentional about this. But, it do really be like that sometimes. This is just the video. I didn't really do any demonstration and I don't have any progress videos, which, my bad. I think maybe after I finish working on this, the next one I do, I will record the session. Um, Again, I'm just trying to figure out this whole video thing. I really don't know how or what videos to make sometimes because I'd be thinking like, okay, should I make this? Should I not make this? And I don't know. I tend to overthink. So I'm just trying to not do that. So if I want to make a video on the process, I would probably just do it without overthinking. So yeah, uh, I'll link the videos for all the tutorials I watched, at least the ones I can remember, because I know some of these things I made, I watched videos that I probably can't remember explicitly. But for the ones I can remember, I will post for the channels I talked about. I will post from Grants to the lady I talked about to Dico. I'll post all of them. Maybe Sonny's online too, but he's quite popular. So I'll still post him. Yeah, links in the description. Yeah, first time doing this video thingy. We'll see how it goes. Till then, thank you for watching. And I want to say I'll see you not so long from now. And I hope to keep by that. Whether it's a direct art that I hopefully finish or something else. Either way, thank you for watching and have a good one.